Hey guys, it's Grover here. I'm back again on LinkedIn. It's been a while since I've been on here. There's a good reason for that. It's been about a little over 6 weeks, I think. Um, Recently, my last post, I think on LinkedIn or YouTube as well, was concerning helping to get jobs for people that are disabled or disadvantaged. And I was going to focus on the importance of a resume when you're trying to do that. But I think today I'm going to forego that again, once again, because I want to try to have just a very short discussion about where I've been and why I haven't been on here and what's going on with me. Just a little bit of personal information. For those of you that do watch this, uh, and for those of you, if there's anyone out there that wonders what happened, why I didn't necessarily come back when I said I would, well, there's a reason why, and I'll tell you. It's because I've had some personal issues going on in my life. I have a child, and she's got some things going on that required my full attention. Now, in the past, uh, and now, and probably in the future, my job is a very large part of my life. Very large, huge, in fact. I take pride in my work, and I do I do put a lot of stock in my ability and my skills. Uh, I try to hone them and keep them up. But when it comes to my personal life, that takes priority. My family takes priority over my job, and it should be that way. In the past, I've encountered problems with employers for other various reasons, mostly all having to do with family problems that needed to be addressed. And I've noticed that in the construction industry, there's not a lot of sympathy for men's personal lives. For the most part, employers don't want to hear about your personal lives. They just want you to come to work, meet or exceed the production schedules, get your check, and then we'll see you Monday when you come back. That's 9 out of 10 employers that I've worked for are like that. And I'm not complaining, it's just the nature of the beast. But the problem with that is it creates an air of disassociation, and it's pretty much lets these workers know that the number one focus on this company is the bottom line. It's not the there's not. I don't think that there's enough attention placed on the morale of the workers. Uh, I've had people come in on jobs that I was supervising or helping to lead them in, and you get these guys that they're effervescent most of the time, but then they come in and they just don't say anything. They don't look around at anyone. They don't participate in the morning safety meetings. They just are there and sign the paper and go do their job and leave. And I'm wondering, what's going on with this person? Meanwhile, everyone else is just kind of doing their own thing. So my uh, that's never been my habit. I've always tried to establish a personal connection with anyone that's been underneath me, because I want to be able to go to that person and talk with them on a personal level if anything ever arises, whether it has to do with the work and the job site or not. So I think this is very important, and I think it's something also that is overlooked quite a bit by employers, especially large employers. It seems like the larger that and the more employees that a company has, the sometimes the less inclined they are to take care of the people that they have working for them. Other than financially, they really don't have anything to do with their people. and it's not a great situation. And like I said, I think it's very important. In the past, for me, it has actually led me to change jobs simply because I felt like I was just another worker bee, another cog in the machine, and whether I was there or whether I was not didn't really matter. If I didn't come or didn't show up or didn't call and got let go, in a couple of days they would replace me very quickly, and then the tale of Grover on the roof was over and forgotten. And it's unfortunate because there's many guys out there, and when I say guys, I say that because in my 24-year career of installing different types of residential and commercial and industrial roofing and other trades I work in, there's never been that kind of it's just not a great look for these companies. It's very impersonal, and it's caused people to leave. It's caused people to leave companies that otherwise are paying them well and giving them stuff like insurance. And it's just a hard line that you have to find in there where you could treat your people good and pay them what they're worth and make a decent rate of profit and keep all these people happy. You can't make everyone happy, but you can do a fairly decent job of providing what these people need. And it's up to the person themselves to make themselves happy. But people make themselves happy with external things mostly. Of course, we all know that you can only make yourself happy, and the happiness comes from within. But the problem with that is that there's many people out there that try to make themselves happy by outside external forces, not internal work. So it's just a case by case basis. But yeah, so I did have some things going on in my life with my daughter, and so I just had to cut all this stuff off, this content that I create for YouTube and the task that I've taken on for myself to try to help the disadvantaged people that are out there looking for jobs and maybe try to find some inspiration. That task had to go on the back burner because the most important thing in my life right now is my child and her welfare, and then my family and my family's safety and their welfare. So, hopefully right now, we're doing things with her to get her feet back on the ground, get her back going to where she needs to be, to get herself back on track and chugging forward again. So, yeah, it's just, it's really hard sometimes to try to differentiate between what's the most important. But you always have to, for myself, I always try to go inside internally and look and say, well, this is what I value the most, so this is what I need to work on first. So, yeah, there's not really much more that I can tell you right now at this point, but I will say this. I'll probably be back on here tomorrow night or afternoon or maybe even the next day to try to pick up where I left off. And we was going to talk about resumes, but today I just wanted to leave a little note for anyone that's watching this to let them know, or that watches any of my content, to let you know that I've been very busy in my personal life, and I'm going to try to come back tomorrow after I get home from my other job, and I'm in my home office right now, by the way. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with some more stuff for you, and I'll try to write out a little essay and bring it and get some more information for you guys to help with this job search. But anyway, on that note, take care. Holidays are coming up. Have a great holiday. Be thankful. Find something to be thankful for. I'm grateful to be alive and grateful to be in this house. And with that, have a great holiday.